We established that user experience design is at its heart user-centric. Your main goal is to make decisions that will benefit your users. That's often easier said than done, and it requires that you know a few things. Who are your users anyway? And what do they need? Two key questions that you will want to answer very early in the design process for every project. And sometimes the goal for your users are in direct opposition to other constraints. What about the client's needs, for example? To illustrate this, think about a website like Facebook. Most people probably use the site to catch up with their friends. Facebook's number one goal as a for-profit company, on the other hand, is to show as many ads as possible in order to generate income. A big challenge for them is to show ads without annoying the user, or better yet, figure out a way to show the most relevant ads so that users perceive them as beneficial and not evasive. So when we're talking about user-centric design, we're also talking about the need to understand humans. As user experience designers, we need to take the anatomy, psychology, and behavior of users into account at every step of the design process. Now, some of this goes well beyond the scope of this course. We'll leave it to anthropologists, psychologists, and sociologists to study the human condition. But here are just a few examples to show you how an understanding of these disciplines can help UX designers. How does human anatomy influence the way we interact with technology? Say, if you're holding a mobile phone in your right hand, which areas of the screen are easiest or hardest to reach with your thumb? As you can see here, the bottom right corner is a lot easier to reach than the top left corner. And there is an even more fundamental question. Which hand do most people use to hold their phone? Does it matter if they are right or left-handed? How big does a button need to be in order for us to comfortably click or touch it? How large should text be for a comfortable reading experience? What about people that can't distinguish between certain colors? How many things can we concentrate on at once? Turns out that basic human psychology tells us this number is about 7 items, and that fact should have implications on how we design menu systems. Another question, how does color affect our mood? In terms of user behavior, which device are people using at which time of the day? What messages make people more likely to say yes to an offer? Or what makes us want to click on things? Again, these are just a few examples of how an understanding of human abilities and limitations can help us design successful user experiences. So now we have a definition for the term user experience. We also discussed the difference between UX and UI, and we talked about the importance of user-centric design. In the next lesson, we will look at a summary of the UX process that will guide us through the rest of this course sequence.